what we've done here at the show is two things. First of all, we are now shipping the 8-channel version of the TouchMix, which you see right here, and there's been a lot of excitement about that from all the potential users of the mixers, from the musicians to production professionals to AV. The other thing that we're doing is we're talking about our new version 2.0 firmware release, and 2.0 adds a lot of the sort of what I call the why don't you functionality to the mixer. What we've done for one thing is we've improved Wi-Fi functionality. So now, in addition to the direct connection to iOS devices that we had before, we also have the ability to connect either wired or wirelessly to an infrastructure router. So that's going to be welcome by those who use the external devices. And while I'm talking about external devices, I should mention that we now also have support for personal monitor mixing using the iPhone or iPod Touch devices. So this lets every musician in the band have control over their own mix. And the other thing that we did within the mixer is we have the ability to limit access by device. So we can give the drummer aux 1, the guitar player aux 2, and the bass player aux 3, for example, and they can't either inadvertently or just because they want to mess with the other guy change a mix that they're not authorized to have. The other thing that we've done that is somewhat unique in terms of the iOS control is we also give them control over the TouchMix's multi-track recorder as well as user buttons. So while I'm talking about user buttons, the other thing we've added is user buttons are now fully programmable. So we can assign user buttons to do all manner of different tasks, as well as easily assign them to navigate to a screen. So if you've got a money screen you've got to go to, like the lead singer's EQ, and you need to always be able to access it quickly, you can assign it to a user button and get single button access to it. We now have the ability to unassign a channel from the mains. That's going to be a big deal to AV users who like it if they have to do 5.1 reinforcement, but it's also going to be useful to musicians who may be playing to click track, because probably just about everybody has noticed that click track is not particularly musically interesting and not many audience members want to hear it. We've done a few other things under the hood as far as the routing goes, in terms of giving people the ability to pick more options for picking up the auxiliary pickoff points. So we can go pre-everything, post-EQ dynamics, and post-fader. So a lot of options there. Other things we've done, we've added more presets to the preset library. We've done a lot of work on adding presets for speech microphones, whether it's headset, lavalier, podium, or handheld, that we think are going to be quite welcome by a lot of the users. There are a ton of other new things going on in 2.0, so if you already own a TouchMix, go to our website, download the new firmware, and install it on your mixer. And if you don't, take a look at it, because you'll see a lot of functionality. And also go to the iTunes site and download the new firmware to both your phone and your iPod, and you'll be really happy with the results.